Have you tried starting seeds on the windowsill or under a light and ended up with weak, leggy seedlings that you take to your garden that wither in the first few days and you wonder, what did I do wrong? In this video, I'm going to show you some steps that you can take to end up with seedlings that are strong, full of vigor, and ready to grow in your garden the day you put them in. Hi, I'm Gardener Steve, and I've been growing plants my whole life. I studied horticulture at university for 4 years, and then I went on to teach high school horticulture and greenhouse science for decades, I guess. And then my family and I planted 6,000 apple trees, looked after them for quite a while. I've spent my whole life learning about plants, and then I've retired. And I've got all this knowledge which I really would like to share with you. I guess the first question we need to ask is, why would you grow your own seeds? Why go to the trouble? Well, I think it's about control. First of all, you've gone to the seed catalogs and you've got the genetics you want. You've gone and looked up all the attributes that you want your plants to have, so you have control over those. Also, you can pick plants that mature in the time that you've got. You know your microclimate. You know when your frost-free dates are. You know when you should get things in the ground. You can work around that. And finally, and I think the most important thing, is you can grow strong plants, beautiful, healthy, robust plants that will transplant to the garden in wonderful condition. You will love gardening more when you can grow beautiful, healthy plants. So what are the things that you need? Well, first of all, you need a place. I use my wood shop. It's a woodworking shop, and I just put a portable table up in front of a light, but that light's not enough. You need more than a windowsill or what's going to come through a patio door to really grow strong transplants. I really, really like this light here. It's an LED light, and it produces a tremendous amount of great quality light. That's number one. So number two, it's right down here underneath this tray of seedlings here that are coming along. This is a heating mat, seedling heating mat. They're not expensive, and they make a tremendous difference to the heating conditions of the plants. You can set the temperature with the thermostat to be exactly what the plant requires, and that's going to help you get consistent results. The seeds are going to germinate roughly the same time, instead of one here, one there, or not at all. So it gives you much more control over the germination conditions. The light, I use a small timer like this, a mechanical or electronic timer, to give me the 14 to 16 hours of powerful light that the plants will need as they grow. So really, those are the things that you need the most. You're going to need things to put your plants in. Let me just show you what I've got here. I often just go to the recycling bin to get things out of there. And we're going to use that today to plant some onion seeds. Also, you can use these little cell packs. You can buy kits, like a seed starter kit like this, which has compressed peat pellets in it. It comes with a transparent lid and a tray to catch the water and support the little plants as they grow. And there's this little greenhouse kit back here. Once again, they are all the same in that they have compartments, a transparent lid that's at the back of this, and a tray. And that's all you really need. But once again, the most important thing, light. Let's take these containers and get some soil in them and plant some seeds. The soil that I use is a premium seed starting mix. You can get this at any kind of a hardware or nursery store where they have soils for growing plants. Don't make the mistake of getting something called garden soil. You must have a sterile mix like this. Let's have a look at what it looks like. Here, I have it in this tote, and I like it in a large tote like this. I've added some water, and this is what it looks like when it goes into the container. It provides support, it supplies moisture, and it supplies air, all at the same time. So fill up your container over full like this. Smooth it with your hand. Didn't do quite enough. Like this. Okay, there's that one. And then my cell pack. Once again, just fill it up like this. You'll notice I'm not packing it down. I'm just filling it up, filling it off, scraping off the excess. And there we are. We're ready to go. Next, we should talk about the seeds. They need to be sorted. How do I sort them? I sort them into basically two groups like this. All these ones I've got right here, like pole beans and sugar snap peas, table beets, sweet corn. All of these are seeds that will go directly into the soil. So I'm not starting them early inside. So I just set those aside until I need to put them into the garden. That leaves me with three groups. There are the ones that take a long time to grow before they're ready in the garden, the ones that take a medium amount of time before they go in the garden, and that's most of them: tomatoes, peppers, lettuce, things like that. And the ones that take only 4 or 5 weeks: cucumbers and everything like cabbages, Brussels sprouts, lettuces, things like that. I'm not putting those in today, so let's set those aside. That leaves us with just the ones that take the long time. And today I'm going to plant some onions and some lavender. Okay, so let's do it. So to plant the onions, I have a little stick here that I've just made from a piece of wood, and I use it to make a little trench like this. Onions are kind of the only seed that I use this method for, but it's a good one. It's a really good method. Making the trench like that. I take the seeds. This one is called Powell. And then I just use my fingers to sprinkle them along the trench. Cover them up. Pat them a bit, and then they need to be watered in. And this is something that I love to use. I use a little pressure bottle like this, and it just gives a nice, controllable amount of water. And I use this throughout the growing season when the seedlings are really delicate. And you want to wet it enough that those seeds will have water around them in this growing medium, absorb the water, and begin to grow. Snap it together. Pop that right into my tray. To do this one, here's the lavender. This is more typical of what you will get. These ones are quite a small seed, and sometimes you're working with very small seeds. That's why I kind of picked this one today. And you've got a couple of options. You can put them in your hand like this. And if you're good enough to just sort of pick them up one by one, pop them in there. I have 2 there, 3, 4, or use a little bowl, and then I would press them in a little bit like this, sprinkle a little soil on top, water them in, and they're ready to go. That will give you a basic idea of 2 systems of planting seeds. To learn more about how the onions are planted in the garden, check out How to Grow Beautiful Onions. It's a short video that I made last summer. If you'd like to learn more about seeds and handling seeds, check out the Grow Well Strategy, a free downloadable booklet available on my homepage. I hope this all helps.